Good afternoon, everybody. Today is November 25th, 2020. Today, our lecture is Vipassanā part of Purification, part 2 during Nidisa. This ascetic practice, is today is a really final part. Previous part is not final. Huh? Today is a really final part of the ascetic practice. So I think we just 2 hours and finish today. Okay, so before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. We were really finished today for the discussion of the ascetic practice. So we have to continue. Today is about the ascetic practice. We discussed more detail, little bit more detail, grammatically, and the meaning and the different applying of the reality. Reality is applying with the nature of the mind, or who practice, who follow the ascetic practice. So, yeah. So I'll let you start with the what is Abhidhamma, the ascetic stages, the nature of the ascetic things. So the in Pali discussed about it, Abhidhamma Veritavati. Abhidhamma Veritavati means the Abhidhamma is ascetic stages. Veritava is should be understood. Ascetic practice should be understood like this. The meaning. Apicchata. Apicchata is sureness of the witches. Sandotita. Sandotita is contentment. And Sanlikata. Sanlikata is effacement. And Pavivikata. Pavivikata is a seclusion. The seclusion is there are two kinds of seclusion. Physical seclusion and mental seclusion. Physical seclusion is the stay without the influence, without the disturbance of the other. And mental, seclusion is free from the mental defilement. We call Pavivikata. So Pavivikata and Idammatita. Idammatita is Idam Atita. Idammatita is a 2 words combination of the 2 words. Ida plus Mati. Ida plus Atita. Yeah. Ida plus Atita. Idam plus Atita. So Ati means a result or effect. Result. So idammatita meaning is this practice give the result. So in understanding of the result of the ascetic practice. So idammatita, idi like this, ime means these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Abhichada, Sandotita, Sanlikada, Pavivikada, Idamatita. So five kinds. 5 kinds of pureness of the witches, contentment, effacement, seclusion, and specific quality of the result. So, ime dudinga chedanaya. Dudinga chedanaya. Dudinga chedanaya. Chedana is a pollution, or chedana is the motivation. So every action we have a motivation, we have evolution. So a person who follow the ascetic practice, so they has also some kind of motivation. So Tudinga Chedanaya is kind of that's one the evolution of the ascetic practice. With the evolution of the ascetic practice, Parivaraka. Parivaraka Panchadhamma. Pancha means 5 dhamma. Dhamma is a 5 dhamma. 5 dhamma is the 5 stages: Abhichada, Sandotita, Sanlikada, Pavikada, Idamatita. So these 5. Panchadhamma. Parivaraka. Parivaraka is kind of the Parivaraka is Parivara is Parivaraka. Parivaraka is how we translate. Kind of the supporting. The supporting Parivaraka is a supporting. So supporting 5 dhamma, abhichada, pureness of the witches, etc., etc. So these 5 dhamma. So that's why here mentioned abhichada yewa, abhichada yewa, nisaya, the adi vachana do. So abhichada, etc., we already say 5 dhamma. Abhichada, Santutita, Sanlikata, Pavikata, Idamatita. So these are Tudinga Dhamma, Nama. Tudinga Dhamma, Nama means we call these 5 things or stages, we call Tudinga Dhamma. So Tata, so mono these 5 dhamma, abhichada, santutita, sanlikada, pavikada, idamatita. So explain modite abhichada cha. Abhichada is the pureness for the witches, and santutita cha. Santutita cha is a contentment. So these represent alobo. According to the reality and Abhidhamma works, we call alobo, non-greed. Because abhichada is 1 little, not too much. Little. Little means the little is we need to provide our body and mind to practice the Buddha teaching like this. So Abhidhamma is pureness of the witches is kind of the aloba, non-greed. Sandodhita is contentment. Yeah, whatever we have, whatever we get, we satisfy with that. So that represent alobo, alobo, non-greed. Yeah. So that's why here Abhidhamma cha Sandodhita cha alobo. Yeah. That's according to the Abhidhamma point of view, we call alobo. And the other Sanlikata cha. Sanlikata cha is effacement, and Pavivikata cha. Pavivikata cha is a seclusion. So effacement and seclusion, Dvisu Dhammesu. Dvisu Dhammesu. These two stages. Anupatanti. Anupatanti meaning is Anupatanti is kind of Anupatanti meaning Anupata. Anupatanti alobecha amohecha. Yeah, Anupatanti is a suitable. Yeah, Anupatanti is a suitable. Yeah, suitable with the alobo, non-greed, and amoho. Amoho is a non-delusion, isn't it? Non-delusion. So we need to understand like this. So Buddha Dhamma is 5 things. So 5 things is Abhidhamma, pureness of witches, and Sandodhita, contentment represent non-greed, and Sanlikata, effacement, and Pavivikata, the seclusion is kind of represent suitable to represent is alobo and amoho. Alobicha, amohicha. Okay. And Idammatita. Idammatita, the last one. The last one, Idammatita, is understanding the result of the ascetic practice is jnana meva. Yeah, only wisdom. Jnana meva. Only wisdom. Yeah. So that's why here English translation, ascetic stages, the 5 stages that go with the evolution of ascetic practice. That is to say, the pureness of the witches, contentment, effacement, seclusion, and that specific quality are called ascetic stages to Dinga Dhamma. Because the was depending on the pureness of witches, etc., etc. So among of them, pureness of the witches and the contentment are non-greed, alobo. And then effacement and seclusion belong to the 2 stages, non-greed and non-delusion, alobo and amoho. And the specific quality is a knowledge or wisdom only, jnana meva. So, Dudinga Dhamma is 5 things. So 5 things are first 2 is alobo, represent alobo, and another 2 is alobo and amoho. But the last one is a knowledge, only wisdom. Yeah, because understanding the result. So what the understanding the benefit of the ascetic practice. That's why. Okay. Okay, so we go to more detail. Tatacha. Tatacha, more explanation. Tatacha, and there here in Alobina. Alobina means by the power of non-greed. Alobina. Patekepa. Vutusu. Patekepa Vutusu meaning is Patekepa means forbidden. Forbidden means not allowed. Patekepa means not allowed. It should not do like this. So Patekepa Vutusu. Vutu is kind of the for example, triple wearer practice. So triple wearer practice just only accept 3 robes, no more. No more want to take it. So triple robe means a 3 robe. 3 robe practice only wearing the 3 robes. We call Techiwuri Kinga. Techiwuri Kinga. Tutinga. So that kind of practice, we can accept the extra robe, it's allowed already. It's not, it's okay. But the Dudinga Dharma, who practice at Dudinga, ascetic practice, that person don't want to accept extra, just only 2. So 3 rope, so triple rope, triple rope wearer practice. So that means the extra row is we call Vutu here. Vutu su here. Patekepa means already the refuse to use extra row. So that kind of things we already remove the loban. Loba is Vutu su loban. Patekepa Vutu su loban. So the attachment or greed in the extra row, he has no that kind of greed. Understand? I think, yeah. So Techivikas, the other no, the two person who follow the ascetic practice and another person is not follow the ascetic practice. Not follow the ascetic practice, he use many the extra row, more than three rows, more than triple row, isn't it? But ascetic practice, who follow the ascetic practice, that person never ever accept the other row, only just 3 row, triple row all the time. Yeah, he got new row, he threw away the old one. Yeah. So that 2 person are different. The extra row accept he has a attachment in the extra row. So that kind of greed already removed who follow the ascetic practice. That meaning, alobina patekepa vutusu lovan. That meaning. That meaning. Okay. And then amohina. Amohina means non-delusion. Non-delusion is a wisdom, isn't it? Wisdom or knowledge. With the knowledge. With the knowledge, teswewa adinawa patichadakan mohan. Yeah. So Wisdom is remove the moha. Moha is a delusion. So delusion to cover the the kind of the dangers. Adinawa is a danger. Adinawa is a danger. But they chadana is a cover or hidden. Yeah. So moha delusion all the time. Delusion cover the danger. So who practice ascetic practice understand that kind of practice easily remove the kind of the loba, moha. So that the understanding or wisdom is amoha. So amohina adinawa prachitaka moha. With the wisdom, adinawa prachitaka moha means the delusion which cover the danger. Dunadi. Dunadi means shake off. Shake off. Dunadi means yeah. So that means to dunadi. Okay, and alobina cha anonyatana patisevana mukhena pavota. So alobina cha means according to the power of non-greed. Anonyata means allowable. Anonyatana. Anonyatana means allowable. Allowable. Patisevana. Patisevana means the using. Using. Patisevana mukhena means by using. Allowable usage. Allowable usage. The extra rule is allowable usage, but a person who follow the ascetic practice, he only used only 3 rows, not the other rows. Only 3 rows means upper row, lower row, and the upper row, lower row, and we call another one the Sangati in Pali. So yeah, there's a 3 kind of row is allowable, and then the other extra row also allowable. But person who practice ascetic practice, he doesn't want to accept. So that kind of things, kama sukha nuyoga. Kama sukha nuyoga. The pleasure, indulgence in the pleasure, sensual pleasure. Sensual pleasure means because of the sense desire. So kama means sensual pleasure. Sukha is a pleasure. So yeah, extra row usage. Use the extra row is a more less. 3 rows are very difficult to use, isn't it? Yeah. Only 3 rows is difficult to use because it's you one of them the web. So you have no chain with the other one because only 3 rows, isn't it? So that kind of thing, yeah. So Kama Sukha Yoga is a kind of the indulgence in pleasure with many rows. Many rows is more. more easy. But kind of the attachment, Kama Sukha Yoga is indulgent in this desire, sense of pleasure. So that meaning. And Amohina, by the power or the wisdom, Amoha. Tudingesu means 13 kind of the ascetic practice. Yeah. Ati sanlekha mukhena. Ati means over. Yeah. Ati means over. The sanlekha meaning is effacement. Yeah. So meaning, over, extreme, practice, that meaning. Ati sanlekha mukhena. Ati sanlekha, ati means over. Sanlekha is effacement. Yeah. So ati sanlekha mukhena pawatan. Yeah, here mukhena means not face. Mukha is here not face. So that's to what the extra effacement. Yeah. So atta kilamata yoga. Yeah. So this is atta kilamata yoga. Atta kilamata yoga is a set modification. Yeah. Set modification. So kind of the things very very thin layer to understand. At the Buddha time, some persons are very high in intelligence, so that's why they understand the danger of the mental defilement. But the problem is they don't know the right way. They don't know the right way. So that's why they understand that mental defilement is not good. Mental defilement is very dangerous. So that's why they understand to remove the mental defilement from their mind. But, the practice is not right way. Like, the person who understand the danger of the mental defilement, that's why to remove the mental defilement, they're trying to, go into the river and the river is, the showering in the river, they can remove the mental defilement in the water. They think like this. And then the other person, they are, the fire, the five direction in the fire, and in the middle, sitting, and then the sun rays. So fire with the fire, they banning the mental defilement to remove them. So practice like this, many different way at the Buddha time. You can imagine. So that kind of thing is the extremism, or the injustice effacement, ati sanlekha. Yeah. Therefore, it's great effort, but that great effort is not usable because of the wrong practice. So this is very, very important. So ati sanlekha, you call atta kilamata yoga is like this. Set modification. Their practice is with the wrong way, wrong practice. So this we call set modification. So the person who follow the ascetic practice, They have an understanding, the knowledge. So that's why they are not set modification. Tudinga is a not set modification. Yeah. Okay. So Tudinga is a Atakilamata Yoga, the set modification, Dunadi, the shaking of the set modification. The meaning. Dunadi meaning is a shake off. Shake off the indulgence in the set modification, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why Tasama. Yeah, that's why Tasama Imedama. Imedama means the five things we already discussed today. The five things is the pureness of the virtues, contentment, and effacement, and seclusion, and understanding the benefit of the ascetic practice. So these five dhamma. Tasama ime dhamma, duta dhammati. We call these are duta dhamma, veritava should be known. Should be known. Veritava means should be known. Duta dhammati means they are ascetic stages. Should be known. Should be known. So that's why here English translation here in by means of non-greed, a man shake off greed for the things that are provided. By means of the non-delusion, he shake off the delusion that hid the danger in those same things. Same thing means here anonyatana. And by means of the non-greed, he shake off the indulgence in the pleasure due to the six desire, kama, sukha, yoga. That occur under the heading of the using what is allowed. Yeah, what is allowed. And then by means of the non-delusion, he shake off the indulgence in the set modification that occur under the heading of the excessive effacement. Excessive effacement, ati sanlika mukhena, heading of the excessive effacement in the ascetic practice. So that's why Tasma, Imedama, these stages should be understood as ascetic stages. Duta Dhamma. Yeah. So Duta Dhamma, we should understand Duta Dhamma is according to the view of the Abhidhamma, Alova, Amoha. Yeah. And according to the Sutta view, five Dhamma, five things. Five things is pureness or wishes, contentment, and what is effacement, seclusion, and the result or benefit of the ascetic practice. Okay. Okay, so we go to the other point of view. Tudengani Veditavaniti. Tudengani means ascetic practice. 13 kind of ascetic practice. We already done in the previous lectures. So Tudengani 13 kind of ascetic practice. Veditavani meaning is should be understood. Tudengani Veditavani T means should the 13 kind of ascetic practice should be understood like this. Terasa means 13. Dudengani means ascetic practice. Veditavani should be understood. Pansu kulingengan Pansukuli Kingan in Pali. Pansukuli Kingan is a refuse red wire practice. And here Pali is a pay. Pay is a, we don't want to mention in detail. Because of previous we already mentioned 13 kind of ascetic practice. That's why repeated again and again is more pages in the book. So that's why to put in here pay meaning is a previous mentioned same. So in Pali was a Pali book, you see these was again and again because they don't want to mention repeatedly again and again. Yeah. So unnecessarily, repeated mention is not good. That's why. So you should understand automatically Pansukuli Kingan, Rapchu Red Wera Practice, and Techivuri Kingan, Triple Row Wera Practice, and Veda Badi Kingan, Ants Food Wera Eater Practice, and Sabrana Chari Kingan, House to House Seeker Practice, and Ekasani Kingan, one sessional practice, and then Pata Benda Kingan, Wofu Eater practice, and Clue Picture Kingan, the later food refuser practice, and then Arini Kingan, Forest Dweller practice, and then Roka Muli Kingan, Tree Root Dweller practice, and then Abokasi Kingan, Open Air Dweller practice, and then China Ground Dweller practice is a Sosani Kingan, and then the last one is no, not the last one. And the Yatha Sansati Kingan is any bad user practice. And then the last one is Nisisi Kingan, sitters practice. So altogether 13 kind. We should understand like this. So these are already we explain in detail. So Tani means that these 13 kind of ascetic practice. Atado, according to the meaning. Atta is a meaning. Atado means according to the meaning. And then Lakkhana Dinicha. Lakkhana is a characteristic. Characteristic, etc., Lakkhana Dinicha. Hota Neva. Hota is already explained. Hota Neva. Yeah, already described or already mentioned or already explained. Yeah. So that's why here Pali no mention an entity here, but we should understand. So Tudingani ascetic practice, these should be understood as a 13 kind. So that is to say, the refuse, Wera practice, Trebaro Wera practice, and foods eater practice, house to house seeker practice, one sessional practice, full food eater practice, later food refuser practice, forest dweller practice, tree root dweller practice, open air dweller practice, China ground dweller practice, any bed user practice, and sitters practice. Altogether 13. So which has already been described as to the meaning atado, and lakkhana dihicha as to the characteristic and etc. Okay, so here we don't need to explain again these things already we did. Okay, so we go to the next one is Kasa Dudinga Sevana Sapayati. So kasa means for whom practice ascetic practice is sapaya is suitable. Sapaya is suitable. Sapaya. Dudinga Sevana is a practice. Sevana is here. Sevana is a practice. Who practice or cultivation of the ascetic practice. So kasa dudinga ni sevana sapani sapayati means for whom the cultivation of the ascetic practice is suitable. So these are raga charitasa chiwa, moha charitasa cha. Yeah. So raga charitasa is a greedy temperament. So we already learned in Abhidhamma in chapter 9, six kind of the temperament. You maybe you remember six kind of temperament. Three are lobha, dosa, lobha charita, greedy temperament, dosa charita, angry temperament, moha charita, delusion temperament, vitaka charita, vitaka charita, sada charita, sada, confident temperament, and buddhi charita. Buddhi is here is the wisdom, say, the wisdom temperament. So so among of these six kind of the temperament here mentioned raga charita sa. Raga charita is a greedy temperament. Raga charita sa chiwa, moha charita sa cha. Not only raga charita sa, greedy temperament, but also moha, delusion temperament. So true person is suitable to follow the ascetic practice. One person is who has greedy temperament, and another person who has delusion temperament. So these two persons should follow the ascetic practice. Kasama. So kasama is the question. Why? In Pali, kasama. In Pali, kasama is in English. Why? Why these two persons should follow ascetic practice? So that meaning why? And the answer is Dudinga Sevana Hi Dukkha Padibada Chewa Sanlekha Viharocha. So the practicing of the ascetic practice, Dudinga Sevana, is a dukkha padibada. Dukkha padibada is a very difficult. Padibada is a practice. Difficult practice. Difficult practice means for example, the first kind of ascetic practice is the Rapture Red Vara practice. So Rapture Red Vara practice is he never accept the role and the lay people. He never. So he need to search kind of road for the road in the rubbish, collect many piece of the clothes and then sewing and many process he need to do to get the one kind of road. Very difficult, not easy. So that's why here mentioned dukkha pratibada. Dukkha pratibada is, dukkha is a difficult. Here dukkha is a difficult. Here dukkha is not suffering. So that's why in Pali dukkha is many different kind of meaning. So here dukkha is not suffering. Usually in English, dukkha is suffering, but here difficult. Yeah, difficult, not easy. Difficult, not easy. So patibada is a kind of practice. Yeah. So the ascetic practice is kind of the not easy practice. That's why every monk cannot. At the Buddha time, the Venerable Mahakasapa, Mahakasapa, I already talking about him. But 120 years old, he practiced. So all kind of ascetic practice he followed the whole life, the whole of his life. You can imagine, not very easy. Yeah. So that's why dukkha pratibada chewa sanleka viharoja. Sanleka is effacement. Effacement. Vihara is abiding, living. Yeah. So the living and the effacement. Yeah. That's why. So the answer is customer. Why? Why the two persons should practice? Because the answer is these two. Dukkha pratibada and dukkha pratibada and sanleka vihara. Yeah. Abiding in the effacement. Yeah. That's why. Okay. And dukkha pratibada pratibadincha. Nisaya. So more detailed explanation like this. Dukkha pratibada here, dukkha pratibada. So dukkha pratibadincha nisaya. So difficult practice. Rago upasamandi. Yeah. Rago means greed. Upasamandi means disappear. So difficult practice, but you will get the benefit is easily. Upasamati means easily remove the greed. Yeah. The subside, greed subside. Greed subside with the difficult practice. That meaning. Rago upasamati. Upasamati means disappear. So rago, greed. Greed disappear because of the difficult practice. Yeah. Yeah, you can imagine that the Techi Urika three rows, only 3 rows are difficult, but easily disappear the greed and the other extra rows. Yeah, many rows and many burden to maintenance and to protect. Yeah, like many things like this. Yeah. So that's why. Rago upasamandi and sanlekha nisaya. Yeah. So sanlekha means effacement. So because of the effacement, appamatasa. Appamatasa moho pahiyati. Yeah. Appamatasa is appamata is little appamatasa moho pahiyati. Little delusion Pahiyati means break off, remove, or eradicate. Yeah, eradicate. So that's why we call. We say raga charitasa, moha charitasa is suitable to practice these. Practice is one person is for greedy temperament and another person for delusion temperament. That's why. Okay, so that's why here English translation. They are suitable for one of the greedy temperament and for another one of the deluded temperament. Why? Because the cultivation of the ascetic practice is a both difficult progress, but not progress. I think difficult practice, not progress. Patipada is not progress. Difficult practice and then abiding on effacement, sanleka viharo. So, and then greed succeed with the difficult practice, and while delusion is got it off, removed in those diligence by an effacement. That's why we say 2% is suitable. Okay, so we more detailed discussion these with the 13 kind of the ascetic practice. 13 kind of the ascetic practice. So Arinyaki Kinga Rokhamuli Kinga Patisevanawa Ita Dosa Charita Sapi Sapaya. So that means Aranya Kinga is a forest dweller practice. Aranya Kinga, forest dweller practice. Rokhamuli Kinga is a the tree root dweller practice. So two practice. Who cultivating of the forest dweller practice and the tree root dweller practice. So dosa charita sapaya. Not only greedy temperament and delusion temperament, but also here dosa charita is a dosa is a anger, angry temperament. Yeah. So angry temperament person should follow these two ascetic practice. Name is Aranikinga, forest dweller practice, and Rokhamulikinga, tree root dweller practice. So explain more detail. Tata hisa. Tata hi asa. So explain more detail. That person, why should these two practice? Because asangatitaya manasa. Asangatitaya means not, without conflict with the other person. Because, forest, in the forest, living in the forest, so no person in there, isn't it? So no conflict with the other person. No disturbance of the other person. So that meaning, yeah. So no conflict meaning is no angry with the other. No chance to be angry with the other. So that's why, yeah. So that's why asangati meaning is a conflict. Yeah. Conflict with the other. So manasa means mind. Yeah. So mind is no conflict with the other. So that's a vihara do means a living viharato, so living with that mind, no conflict. So doso be upasmanditi. Doso be upasmanditi means that the anger, naturally disappear. That means anger has no chance to appear in their mind because they stay in the forest and tree root. So nobody there, so no conflict with the other, no disturb with the other. Yeah, no, that's why. So ayan tudinga tudadina vibhagato wanana. This is a commentary. Wanana is a commentary. This is a commentary. Vibhagato means detail. Vibhagato. So this is a detailed explanation. Why? Who is suitable to practice that kind of practice? So that's why here English translation, the cultivation of the forest dweller practice and the tree root dweller practice here are suitable for one who of the hating temperament. For hate to succeed in one who dwell there means in the forest and under the tree root. So without coming into conflict with the other person. That meaning. So this is a commentary as to the ascetic. So distinguish in detail. Okay. And more explanation. More explanation here. Samasa Pyasa Toti. Samasa is not detail. Samasa Pyasa meaning is in a short way. In the short way. Samasa Pyasa do means in the short way discussion. Imani Tudingani. Imani Tudingani. These studying kind of the ascetic practice. Imani Tudingani. Samasa do in the short way. In the short way of discussion. Tini Sisingani. Tini means three. Sisingani means sisa. Here sisa is the head. The head meaning is a principle. The principle practice. Sisa is a head. In Pali, sisa is a head. So principle. Here the meaning is a principle. Practice is a three. And pancha asambena asambeninganiti. So pancha is a five, isn't it? Pancha is a five. Asambenani means individual. Asambenani is individual. Individual practice. Individual practice is a five. Principal practice is a three. So atewa hondi. Atewa hondi. Atewa means together 3 and 5, so 8, isn't it? So that's why Atewa means only 8, not 13. Yeah. So in short way, in the short to the point, when we discuss that meaning, in the short to the point, Samasato, only 5 assertive practice we have to discuss. 3 are principal practice, 5 are individual practice. Okay, So Tata, amount of them, these 8 practice, what are they? Sabadana Chari Kingan. Sabadana Chari Kingan means house to house Sikha practice, isn't it? House to house Sikha practice, Sabrani Kingan, Ekasani Kingan. Ekasani Kingan means one session of practice, isn't it? One session of practice. And Abokasi Kingan. Abokasi Kingan means open air dweller practice. How many? 3. Imani Tini. These 3 practice. Imani Tini. These 3 practice meaning is house to house Sikha practice, one session of practice, and open air dweller practice. These 3 practice we call Sisingani. Sisingani means principal practice. Yeah. So you should understand 3 principal practice is house to house Sikha practice, one session of practice, and then open air dweller practice. Okay. So Savarana Chari Kingan Yi Rakando. Rakando meaning is kind of the key practice. So the person who keep to practice the house to house Sikha practice. So that person easy to practice the other different kind here mentioned. Peda Badi Kingambi. Peda Badi Kingam is the ants food eater practice, isn't it? Ant food eater practice easily to follow. Rakesati. Rakesati means easily to follow. The person already practice the house to house Sikha practice, so that person easily to practice another one. Kind of the Ascetic practice is handful eater practice. Okay, so that's why we call Sabrana Chari Kinga is Sisa Kinga. Sisa Kinga is Sisa is a principal practice. That's why we call principal practice. Okay, and then another one Ekasani Kingan Cha. Ekasani Kinga is a one session practice, isn't it? One session practice, Rakato. So a person who already follow the one session practice, that person easy to practice another different kind of practice is Patta Bendi Kinga. Patta Bendi Kinga means woeful eater practice. And then Kalupicha Bati Kinga, Kingambi. Kalupicha Bati Kinga is later food refuser practice, isn't it? Surakhaniyani. Surakhaniyani. Yeah, Surakhaniyani. Su means easy. Here, su means easy. So easy to keep. To keep the practice of the other different 3. Poesati. Poesati means is where we keep to follow the other different kind. So you can imagine the Ekasani Kinga is one session of practice related. That practice related with the food. So that's why the other different kind of practice also related with the food. Pata Bendi Kinga is the bowl food eater practice. So the relating with the food eating, isn't it? And then Kalupicha Bati Kinga is Later food refusal practice also. The eating, relating with the eating. That's why. That's why. That's why Ekasani Kenga, one sessional practice is principal practice. Okay. So that's why here, as to grew and also the singly meaning in a short way, short to the point. So these practice are in fact only eight together, all together. So let's say 3 principal practice and 5 individual practice. Herein, among of them, the 3 principal practice mean, namely, house to house Sika practice, one sessional practice, and open air dweller practice. So these are principal practice. Sisingani. And then for one who keep the house for Sika practice, will keep the unfull eater practice easily, no difficulty. And also the full woeful eater practice as well. And then the later full refuser practice will keep easily by one who keep the one sessional practice as well. Okay. Okay, so we go to another ascetic practice, Abhokasi Kinga. Abhokasi Kinga means open air dweller practice. Open air dweller practice, Rakhandasa. Rakhandasa means who follow the open air dweller practice. Gain Ati. K means which one? Ati means there is. Roka Muli Kinga Yata Sanadi Kingi Su Rakhitab Nama. So already a person already practiced the open air dweller practice. For him, very easy to practice the other 2. Roka Muli Kinga is a 3 root dweller practice because open air practice easy for the 3 root dweller practice, and Yatha Sanadi Kinga is any bad user practice, isn't it? Because Abhokasi Kinga is the dwelling place is in the open space, so that's why that person easy the other 3 root to stay in a tree under the 3 root, and then to stay any bed, any kind of bed, coat or bed or whatever. Yeah. So that's why. And Idi Imani Tini, that's why Imani Tini, these 3 Sisa Gengani. Sisingani, sorry. Sisingani is a principal practice. Yeah. And Arini Kinga is a forest dweller practice. Pansukuli Kinga is refuse, red, weller practice. Tichuri Kinga is a triple road weller practice. Niziji Kinga is a sitters practice, the last one. And Sosani Kinga is a Chanaground dweller practice. Imani Pancha. These 5 meaning is a forest dweller practice, refuse red dweller practice, triple dweller practice, and sitters practice, and Chanaground dweller practice. 5. These 5, Imani Pancha Asam Beni Kingani. Asam Beni Kingani meaning individual practice. Yeah. Individual practice. Chadi meaning charity. Also, Atewa means the meaning. The meaning. Atewa, oh no. Atewa means altogether 8. Sorry, Atta is 8. Here Atta is 8. So Pali Atta is the same sound, but Atta is number 8, or Atta is more straight on that. So that one is 8, not meaning. So here Atta, Atewa, so 8, only 8. These 8 are Hondi. Hondi is they are 8 altogether. So that's why here English translation, what need has one who keep the open air dweller practice, easy to keep the 3 root dweller practice or any bad user practice. So there are 3 principal practice together with the 5 individual practice. So 5 individual practice, a forest dweller practice, a pure dweller practice, triple dweller practice, and a sitter practice. So and then China ground dweller practice 5. So came to 8 only, altogether 8. Okay, so we have a 13 kind of ascetic practice, but here in short to the point only 8. Okay, and Puna Dwe Chiwara Patisanyotani. Puna Dwe Chiwara Patisanyotani. Chiwara Patisanyotani. Chiwara means a rope. Patisanyotani meaning is connect. Patisanyota. Sanyota is connect. So Sanyota Nikaya, connect each other, the Dhamma talk. Yeah. So Patisanyotani, Chiwara Patisanyotani means connect with the rope. So 2 kind of practice. Connect with the rope. Which one? Pansukuli Kenga, the Rapshu Red Wera practice, and Tichiwari Kenga, Trubaro Wera practice, connect with the rope, isn't it? Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2, ascetic practice is we call here Chiwara Patisanyotani. So 2. Okay, understand? So you can remember 13 kind of ascetic practice, number 1 to number 13. So number 1 and number 2 is connect with the rope. Yeah. And Pancha means 5. Pinta Pata Patisanyotani. Pinta Pata means ants food. Yeah. Sanyota is a connect. So 5 ascetic practice are connect with the ants food. So Ida practice. Ida practice number 3, number 4. 5, 6. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And another Pancha 5, another 5. Senasana Patisanyotani. Senasana means, Senasana means a resting place. So connect with the resting place, also 5 ascetic practice. Isn't it? Yeah, so including the channel ground where the Trailer practice 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is Sinasana 13 food. No, not 13. Not 13. 8, 12. Yeah, 12. Not 13. Yeah. Okay, and Ekan means one practice. Viriya Patisanyotani. One practice is we connect with the Vidya, connect with the upgrade effort.
13.
Yeah, 13. Last one. Yeah, 13. And A1 Chatarowa on the Chataro means Chataro is Ekan Vidya Pati Sanyuktani A1 Chatarowa on the yeah, Chataro means 4. The other four also A1 means like connect with the Vidya, isn't it? Connect with the Vidya. So Tatha amount of these Nidiji Kingan Vidya Pati Sanyotan. Yeah, it's easily to understand. Nidiji Kingan is a not lying down, so connect with the effort, isn't it? Itarani means the other remaining Pakataniwa is easily to understand. Not discuss, not explain here. Easily to understand meaning is should yourself should be should be understood by yourself. Because no need to not easy, not difficult to understand the meaning. Pakataniwa is obvious to understand. Okay, and go to the next one. Puna again. Sabaniwa. Sabaniwa means all. Sabha, isn't it? Sabaniwa. Nisaya Wanasina. Nisaya Wasena means Nisaya means Dwe Hondi. Nisaya Wasena Dwe Hondi. Yeah, Nisaya is depending on yeah. So the meaning is Pachya Nisaya. Nisaya is what kind of depending? Pachya Nisaya. Pachya Nisitani. Pachya Nisitani meaning is Pachya is four requisite road, food, and the dwelling and medicine. Four. Pachya. Yeah, Pachya Nisita. Dwarasa. 12. Dwarasa is a 12. Yeah. So number 1 to the ascetic practice, number 1 to number 12, that we call Pachya Nisita. Because of these are depend on some road, depend on food, isn't it? That's why. And Virya Nisita Ekandi. Virya Nisita Ekandi means the last one. Nisiji Kingan, isn't it? Nisiji Kingan, the last one is Virya. Yeah, depend on them. Virya. Yeah. So that means. And Sewitaba or Senapi. Dweyewa on the Sewitaba, Asewitaba. So Sewitaba means according to the cultivate or not cultivate. Sivitaba means cultivate. Asivitaba means not cultivate. So according to what is cultivate and according to what is not cultivate, so two kinds. Yasahi dudinga sewantasa kamathana vodati. So that meaning is so the person who follow the ascetic practice, because of that practice, his meditation is improved, should be practice. It's not improved, should not practice. Yeah. So the meaning is Dudinga practice, ascetic practice, the main aim why we follow ascetic practice, the answer, the answer is to provide, to support the practice of meditation. That meaning. So a person who follow the ascetic practice, his meditation improve, it should be followed. It's not improved, no, it should not follow. Yeah, that meaning. So tena sevitabani. That's why tena sevitabani should be followed. Yasa sevito, a person who follow the ascetic practice, but hayati. Hayati means his meditation is not improved. Hayati means decrease, not increase. Yeah, decrease. So tena na sevitabani. That kind of practice should not follow. Tena na sevitabani. Yeah. So easy to understand, okay? And then yasa pana sevatopi asevatopi vadanewa nahayati. So another person is it doesn't matter. Follow ascetic practice or not follow ascetic practice, it doesn't matter. His meditation increase, progress. So that kind of practice, so it's okay. Tenabi pichima chanatan. So for that person, trying to follow ascetic practice, because pichiman chanatan means for next generation. Pichiman chanatan for next generation, anukampandena. Nukampandena means confession for the next generation. Sevitabani should be followed. Yeah. So practice or not practice, for that person it doesn't matter. His meditation is okay, so that person should follow. Because to show the good practice to the next generation. Yeah. That meaning. So that's why here again they are all amount to only two since 12 are dependent on the requisite and one dependent on the energy. Energy means vidya. So also there are two according to what is to be cultivated and what is not to cultivate. So for one cultivating an ascetic practice, find that his meditation subject improve, he should cultivate. But when he is a cultivating one and find that his meditation subject deteriorate, he should not cultivate. But When he finds whether he cultivate or not, it doesn't matter. His meditation subject only improve, does not deteriorate. He should cultivate then of compassion for later generation. Okay. Okay, so next one. Yasabi. Yasabi. Yasabi Sivitobi. Yasabi, a person who cultivate. Asivatobi, not cultivate. Now wordadi, not improve. Not improve. Tenabi Sivitavani Yiwa Ayate Vasantatayati. Vasantatayati. So another person cultivate or not cultivate, whatever, his meditation is not improved. No, not with the demon is it. His meditation is not improved. Yeah. So for that person, ayate means in the future. Ayate means in the future, he should follow. In the future means so the habit, good habit, to get that good habit for the future. Future means next life or like this. Yeah. Okay, so that's why here when he find that whether he cultivate them or not, his meditation subject does not improve, he should stay cultivate them for the sake of the acquiring the habit for the future. Okay, and we go to A1 like this. Sevidaba Vasena. Sevidaba cultivate or not cultivate. Duida nibi two kai. Duida. Duida nibi two kai. Sabanewa. Sevidaba Sedana Vasena. Sedana Vasena. Eka Vidani on the Eka Vidani means Eka means one. Vidani means kind. One kind of the evolution, isn't it? Chedana Vasena. Yeah. Sevidava or Sevidava anyway. So Chedana is one kind. Eka Mewa he to dinga one kind of ascetic practice. Samadhana Chedana Ti. Yeah. Samadhana Chedana is undertaken evolution. The evolution undertaken. Yeah. Attaka Tayambi. Oh, attack. Sorry. Attack sorry. Attack means the commentary. We call attack. In the commentary, Takatayambi go down saying Ya Chedana. Ya Chedana, that kind of evolution. Dan Dudingani Wadandi. Dan Dudingandi Wadanda. Wadandi di. So Chedana is the practice of the ascetic. Yeah. So here English translation, there are two kinds. What is not to be cultivated. Anyway, all of these two kind are, of the one kind as evolution. According to the evolution, only one. For there is only one ascetic practice, namely that consisting in the evolution of undertaking. So 13 kind, but just only evolution undertaken accordingly, only one. So also it is said in commentary, it is evolution, that is the ascetic practice. They say like this. Okay, so we go to the next one is a Vipassanā Bhikkhuna Terasa. Vipassanā means in more detail. In more detail, in more explanation, Vipassanā. Bhikkhuna means for the monk, Terasa. For the monk, Terasa means 13 kind of the ascetic practice. Yeah. For the monk. For the monk, 13 kind of ascetic practice. Bhikkhunina means Bhikkhuni is a female monk. Atha. Female monk only they follow only 8 ascetic practice, not all. Because they have a different kind of the rule and regulation, that's why. Okay. And then Samanirana. For Samanira, Samanira is a Dwarasa. Samanira is only 12. Dwarasa is 12. Because Samanira has not, Techivirika. Techivirika is not possible to follow. For the Samanira, novice. Novice, yeah. And Sikhamana Samanirina. Sikhamana Samanirina means Samaniri is a female novice. Yeah, at the Buddha time. Sikhamana means pre-practice to become a female Samanira, female novice. Yeah. So for them, Satta, only 7 practice. And Upasaka, Upasikana. Upasaka is the lay people, female lay people, male lay people, and female lay people, 20. Only 2. So lay people also can practice, Dudinga, ascetic practice. 2, only 2. No, not 13. They can practice 20. So explain more detail in Dwa Saddalisa Honti. Dwa Saddalisa means 42. Yeah. So in more detail, we explain like this. Yeah, that's why. Here English translation with the 13 for bhikkhu, 8 for the bhikkhuni, 12 for the novice, 7 for the female professional and a female novice, and then 2 for male and female lay followers. Yeah. Sachebana, it is. And then that's 42. So altogether 42, isn't it? So Sachebana, it is Abhokase, Arinikinga, Sambana, Susana, Hodi. So it's a chana ground in the open and it's blind the forest dweller practice. That meaning. So Abhokase, so open space, the Arani Kingdom, Sosana also. Sometimes Arani Kingdom forest open space, and in the forest there's a chana ground, so that's possible to together practice together. That's why. Ekopi bhikkhu, ekapahanena, sabba dudingani, pribunjito sakodi. Sakodi means is able to practice together. Because in the forest there's no tree, the open space, and in the forest there's a chana ground, so that's why the 3 practice together. That's why. So if there's a chana ground in the open, that's complying with the forest dweller practice. So one bhikkhu is able to put all these 3 practice into effect simultaneously together. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one is the Bhikkhu Ninampana for the female monk. Bhikkhu Ninampana. Aranyi Kingan. Aranyi Kingan is a forest dweller, but the Bhikkhuni is not suitable to practice, to stay in the forest, lonely, isn't it? Because of dangers in the forest. Kalubicha Bati Kingan Cha. Dwebi. Sikhabadanewa Patekiptani. Yeah. Patekibani means already, the Patekibani means already prohibit forbidden. Yeah. Prohibit or forbidden. It's not allowed to practice these. Okay. And Abokasi Kingan, Rokamuli Kingan, Abokasi Kingan means open space, a dweller. Rokamuli Kingan, Sosani Kingan, Imani Tini, these three practice, Topari Haridani. Yeah. Topari Haridani means these practice also very difficult for them. And Bhikkhuniyahi Dudikan means Dudikan is kind of the companion. Companion means the front, kind of the front. So Bhikkhuniya, for the Bhikkhuni, female monk, Dudigan, the front winner, without the front, wasito to stay, nawadati, not allowed. So for female bhikkhu, female monk, it's not allowed to stay without front. That's why. Ewa rupecha thani. Thani means the place. Ewa rupe means that kind of place. Yeah. Samanichanda. Dudika Donlava. Dudika is a friend. Donlava is difficult. Yeah. So Samanichanda means same kind of the desire or kind of the it's difficult to say idea. That meaning. So Sachebi Labeya Sachebi Labeya Sansata Viharato Namocheya. Sachebi means it's available. Labeya Sansita Viharato. Sansita Viharato. Sansita Viharato means Sansita Viharato means staying. Sansita means with the friend. With the friend, staying with the friend, namochya. Namochya is not free. So that meaning. So that's why here English translation. But the two forest dweller practice and later food refusal practice are forbidden to the female monk by training precept. And it is hard for them to observe the three practice, open air dweller practice, and then tree root dweller practice, and then chana ground dweller practice. Because female monk is not allowed to live without the friend. So it is hard to find a female friend with like desire, with the same desire for such a place. And even if available, she will not escape having to live in a company. Okay, and then we go to the next one is A1 like this. Sati Yasataya Dudingan Seviya. So if it is there's kind of things available, Yasataya. Yasataya. Dudingan, the ascetic practice, Seviya should be practiced. Suewasa ato na sampichiya. Suewata ato, suewa ata. Suewa ata meaning is kind of the result. Ato is a result, benefit. Na sampichiya. Na sampichiya meaning is not complete. Na sampichiya. A1, Paribonjito, A1 like this. Paribonjito means to practice. Asakuneya daya, not able. Asakuneya means not able to do. Pancha habitwa. Pancha means 5 kind of practice. Habitwa means it's not able. Bhikkhu for the female monk. Atewa Honditi. Atewa means 8 practice Hondi. Vipassanā name should be understood. Yatha Su. So according to the already discussed things, Tapitwa. Tapitwa means assumption, these discussion. Techiviri Kinga, the Tribaro, Vera practice, Sesani, Dwarasa, Samanirana. Yeah. So the Tribaro, Vera practice, assumption, Tribaro, Vera practice. The Sesani means remaining. Dwarasa means 12 kind of ascetic practice. Samanirana for the novice. Yeah. Because novice no teach Virika. That's why. And Satta, 7 kind of ascetic practice. Satta Sikhamana Samanirina Vidapani. Yeah, 7 kind of ascetic practice should be for the probationer and female novice. Okay, so that's why here for the purpose of cultivation, the ascetic practice would secretly be solved is because they are reduced by the 5 owing to this inability to make use of the certain of them, that they are to be understood to 8 practice only for the female monk, bhikkhuni. Except for the Tribharavara practice, all other 12 practice as a stage should be understood for the novice, and all other 7 for female professional and female novice. Okay, and then for the lay people, Upasaka, Upasikana, Pana. For the lay people, male and female lay people, Ekasani Kinga. Ekasani Kinga meaning is a 1 session of practice. So lay people can follow that kind of practice. 1 session of practice. Yeah. And Pata Pendi Kingandi. Fourfu Ida practice as well. Fourfu Ida practice is only one container used like this for the lay people. Yeah. So that's why Imani dwe patirupani chewa sakacha. Yeah, these two practices are suitable, and then it's possible to follow Pribonchi Donti. Dwe Dutingani, Eon Biasado, accordingly, Dite, Dwa Sasali, Dwa Chats, Dwe Chadalisa, 42 Kai, Honti. Ayan, Samasa Biasa Do Wanana. So that's why here English translation, the male and female lay people, one sessional practice and both eater practice is possible to practice. It's a proper for male and female lay follower to employ or to follow or to practice. In this way, there are two ascetic practice. This is a commentary as to the guru and singly. A guru and singly, not singly. The guru means in the short to the point and detail. Okay. Okay, so Idawadacha, according to already discussion, Sile Bhadetaya Narosa Panyoti. So we start with that one. Sile Bhadetaya Narosa Panyo. So in the verses, stanza. Imasa Kataya. Kataya is a verses or stanza. Sila Samadhi Panya Mukhena. Sila Samadhi Panya. Morality, concentration, and wisdom. Mukhena Desi De Visuddhi Maggi. Desi De means discussion. Visuddhi Maggi is part of purification. Yehi Abhechata Santoti Dadihi Gunehi. The Gunehi. Gune is quality. So quality is pureness, riches, and contentment, etc., etc. So these quality, Hoda Pakarasa, according to the discussion, Silasa, Orana, Hoti. Yeah. Silasa, Orana, Hoti means the morality is play. And Tesan, Samadhanatan. Tesan means the ascetic practice, Samadhanata undertaking. Samadhana, Samadhatappa Dudinga Kata. Yeah. Samadhatappa undertaking. Dudinga Kata means the ascetic practice. Pasita already saying on the. So that's why here English translation. This is an of the treatise on the ascetic practice to be undertaken for the purpose of perfecting the special quality of the pureness of riches and contentment, etc., etc. So by means of these, by means of which there come about the cleansing of the virtue, as described in the part of purification, which is shown under the three heading of the virtue, concentration, and wisdom, contained in the stanza. One, a wise man established well in the virtue, like this. Okay, so this is a final conclusion. Iti sadhu jana pati mokja thaya. Sadhu means well. Jana means the happening. Yeah. The Pamauja meaning is a gladdening. Yeah. So the purpose of the gladdening, kate means already making, kate. Visuddhi Maggi, Visuddhimagga is part of purification. Tudinga niti saw the ascetic practice nama. Tudinga niti call ascetic practice. Tudiyo second chapter. Prechido finish. Prechido is finished. Okay, so right now we really finished the chapter 2, ascetic practice. Okay, so thank you very much. We will stop here. So next week we start the chapter 3. Chapter 3 is according to samadhi, concentration. Because finish the Bhakti, Sila, so we go to the next one is concentration samadhi. Okay, thank you very much for your watching. So before stop the lecture, we wish Buddha Sasana, Chianti the 2 and 3 times, because we get the benefit from the teaching of Buddha, so we wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So please say Buddha Sasana, Chianti the 2 and 3 times. Buddha Sasana, Chianti the 2. Buddha Sasana, Chiranti Datu. Buddha Sasana, Chiranti Datu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Thank you. Bye-bye.